Dobro. So,
Was a nice surprise for you.
struggles of an architecture student.
They say like the architecture dream is the nightmare for a civil engineer.
I see that football is a big thing here.
Exactly. السلام عليكم، أهلا وسهلا فيكم في الحلقة الخامسة والأخيرة من برنامجكم عابر. معكم المقدم حمزة، وضيف هذه الحلقة هو نوڤاك من دولة صربيا. تنسوش يكونكم وجبة خفيفة وخلينا نتعرف على ثقافة جديدة وتجربة جديدة. Welcome to Qatar.
Thank you.
Kako žena, kako deca.
Dobro. So,
Was this a good attempt in Serbian?
yeah.
Okay, nice. So would you give us a brief introduction about yourself?
Okay. So my name is Nowak Đukić. I come from a small town in Serbia called Mladenovac. It's a part of the Belgrade city, which is the capital of Serbia. I just actually finished my master's degree in architecture. So I came here for a short internship.
And so what made you decide to choose this major?
Okay, so I chose architecture because actually I painted a lot when I was younger, but when it got to high school, I had a lot of I was busy, with the high school studying and stuff like that. So after a while, I wanted to go to civil engineering, but
You preferred art more?
yeah, but I preferred art more. So I combine it, and architecture was a simple solution to that.
Do you have any favorite artist maybe from your childhood or something?
Oh, I have a problem with that favorite,
Give us multiple then.
Yeah, I mean, I would say one from Serbia. He's he's dead now, of course. Paja Jovanović. He's one of the most famous Serbian artists. Nadežda Petrović. She is one of the first women painting work pictures and landscapes.
Were they a big influential for you when you was a kid?
No, I just
like the drawings and
yeah, I just like what they did.
Since we're talking about decisions and preferences, so what made you decide to study or do complete your training or internships here in Qatar?
It's 8 months. I came here through a program I asked. So I came for 8 months for an internship.
And you currently live in the Qatar University accommodation.
Yes.
And how is the experience there?
Well, it's good. Yeah, I mean, the accommodation is actually great. I expected a lot worse because I know how student dorms look in Serbia. So I haven't lived in them, but I know how they look. So it was a pleasant experience coming here, but
Was a nice surprise for you.
yeah, a nice surprise. But also, first night when I came here, it was freezing cold in my room. It was 14 degrees, something like that.
It's because to make you feel more home.
Yeah. But
Because you came from Serbia, obviously, and maybe we have similar weathers. No, we don't.
well, no, actually, no. I mean, in summer it gets very hot in Serbia too, but not 46 degrees. It's not normal for us. But in winter, yeah, we have cold weather, but also we heat our rooms. Then we don't.
This is the only obstacle, the room temperature. Is there any other obstacles you faced initially once you came here in Qatar? Maybe about the culture? Were you surprised about there's any culture differences?
So I was surprised that I couldn't find any female students here because everything is pretty separate.
Interesting.
And in Serbia, I have a lot of female friends studying architecture with. I study with them, so it was kind of weird to me. But then I found out that actually only female students study architecture here, which was also
It's a very common here for girls to go more about this major rather than other engineering ones.
yeah. So actually, I couldn't find anyone studying architecture here, so it's kind of a downside of this experience because I didn't make any contacts in that way, with someone from my field, except from my supervisors. But
Maybe I think here, because in Qatar, I think there's no architecture for male students.
yeah,
It's majorly for girls.
yes,
So maybe you didn't have a lot of people to exchange, maybe like, or speak about your major or something like that.
yeah. So there is a lot of guys studying engineering and stuff like that, but yeah, nobody knows like struggles of an architecture student. So I couldn't share my experience with them. Yeah.
Okay, talking about struggles, tell us more about your daily struggles.
Well, you mean here or?
Give us both, maybe in your
country, okay.
also here, so we can.
So yeah, I mean in Serbia there is like common knowledge, that architecture students just don't sleep because we have a lot of
Cardboard prototypes and glue, and then you have
3D models and stuff like that. And when you try to plan something like it will take me so and so, it actually takes much longer because, at least for me, because I go into details which are probably not necessary. So stuff take a lot of time, so you just don't sleep when there is and through the end of the semester, when exams start, you just work. So it's pretty tiring. And yeah, so when I came here, I was like trying to...
less people to talk with about your plans or something like that. Maybe that was a struggle for you.
Yeah, because also I came here before I finished my master's degree, so I had to do it online. So I was still working on my project while being here, yeah.
Is it common for architecture students when they lose their creativity to just add green scenery everywhere, here and there? Maybe, or no, you don't do that? More creative side?
Well, it takes actually a lot of time and a lot of trials, and let's say iterations to come to something original, because a lot of things are already built. So if you want to stay in that, let's say, line of something being possible to be built, then we usually stay in some, let's say, like constraints. But also there are students who go like above that line, trying to make something that isn't really possible, like
curves and structures like that, and doesn't obey physics laws.
Exactly.
Something like that. They say like the architecture dream is the nightmare for a civil engineer.
Exactly, yeah. So, I mean, I also have some experience from practice in Serbia. I worked at one bureau there. So I saw that the dynamic between architects and engineers. So it was, it was actually sobering to me, to see actually that some things cannot be made. So,
like, unlike software engineers, they just delete a line of code, they add another line of code. Architecture, maybe they just throw their structure and then try another prototype.
Start all over again.
So we spoke about a lot of struggles you faced initially when you came here, and among also your own work or your studies. How were you able to adapt to these differences or to these hardships? Maybe start with cultural differences. How did you adapt? There's no students to talk with regarding your own major or your own field of work?
Yes, well, first time when I came here, I didn't know that there is no male students studying architecture. So that was a little bit of a shock, But I met guys who came here also through IS, the program. So I made friends with them, and I found it comforting that I can speak to them because they're here also for a short period of time, and they had to accommodate also as I did in a few weeks. So
you found like a common ground.
Yeah.
So therefore, because they also experienced something similar to my situation, I'm also experiencing the same thing, so we can then share both our lives and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, let's bring back differences again, and the shock that you had. Maybe regarding obviously the male and female ratios, but we can also talk about clothes or food or style of communication.
Okay, well, food is sometimes problematic for me even in Serbia because I'm vegan. So
Interesting.
so when I came here, they told me, "Oh, you will have a problem because you like meat." Yeah, but in dorms we have actually a lot of salads. There is always rice and like hummus, stuff like that. So I ate those things, which are very familiar to me actually, because there was no not a big shock.
So it's like a struggle both you faced in Serbia or and Qatar as well, being a vegan.
Exactly, but the thing is that I eat vegetables in Serbia, I eat vegetables here, so it wasn't a big difference for me.
So basically, because most food here in Qatar is meat heavy and other stuff that maybe you as a vegan you can't eat. So therefore, you didn't have the experience of the Qatari food or other.
Exactly. Yes, but I tried some different let's call them sauces and salads, which I haven't tried before, and some types of breads that I haven't tried before.
But you have also other options such as rice meals, such as here in Qatar there is something called majboos, biryani and other stuff. Did you have the chance to try them without the meat part or the chicken part?
Well, I'm not sure, because usually when I go with guys out, I just order salads and say, give me some rice, give me some potatoes, and that's it.
Maybe this is a chance for you maybe to discuss or talk about it. Maybe like, can we try this and can we try that?
Yes, but I let them to eat meat here.
Let's go to activities that you enjoy doing here in the campus or in general in Qatar.
Yeah, so we went a few times to the swimming pool here, which was very nice. But there was one incident, let's say. We went there on Friday and it was closed, so we had to walk like back to our dorms, and in midday, you know, it was very hot. But yeah, I mean, I use the gym here and stuff like that. I see that football is a big thing here.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm not a sports person, so I don't play a lot of sports. So yeah, I mean, I like swimming. I like going to long walks, but here it was a bit difficult because of the weather. But I think like I thought that it would be much harder for me to adapt to this weather, but actually I saw that it wasn't that hard. Like after like 15 minutes, 30 minutes outside, I would be like just fine.
Because usually some people just, as soon as they go out, they just turn red and start sweating, and then it's different, and then feel uncomfortable or something like that. Okay, so this is a struggle. Maybe weather was a major difference. Let's talk about more about the reason you came here, which is a training or internship.
Internship.
Yeah.
Yes.
So did you face any obstacles there or like challenges at the initially?
Well, initially no, because first week or first 2 weeks went pretty smoothly. I worked at new building for engineering, with my professors. They showed me what I'm supposed to do and stuff like that, but there was a bit of a shock because I thought that I would do less of urbanism, but okay. But after that, I went on field trips with them, which was very nice. They showed me around the city, so that helped me to plan my visits later by myself. So that was very nice. But after that, like when I started working alone, which I wasn't expecting, I thought that
supervisor or something like that.
yeah, I thought that there would be much more like of active work and like working directly with them.
Like a partnership.
Yeah, something like that.
At least they gave you like a free tour to the city or something like that.
Yeah,
But it was a part of research, so yeah.
Working and enjoying at the same time.
Yeah. So that was actually nice because through this work here, actually, I had to go to visit some places like Old Doha Port or Katara or Lusail to walk there. I went there multiple times to take pictures during the day, during the night.
The old Mina, the colorful one, and
Yes.
yeah, that's one of my favorite places.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Now let's go to a question every student also want the answer for. The balance between a social life and education or work or...
Well, I'm not the one the right person for that question because I found it very hard to make some kind of balance because for my first 3 years studying architecture, I gave all, for studying.
You didn't
have a lot of
time.
Yeah, because also we have a lot of courses through semesters. Like first semester we had like 12 courses, stuff like that. So it was a lot of exams, a lot of work, a lot of practical work, and also a lot of learning, like really studying. But so that was very hard. In the first 2 years, and then in third year when I got burned out,
Is it the time where you go crazy?
Yeah, then I started like actually questioning.
And then suddenly...
Yeah, crash, So at the end of my third year, I actually started thinking more about my health, which became a problem. During those 2 years, so actually that's why I became vegan, started walking a lot and stuff like that.
Was it easier for you to balance maybe here your life because then?
No. As I said, I mean, I'm procrastinator, so most of the times, yeah. So. I like to take my time doing things. I like to do things like very detailed, which, as I said, probably sometimes is...
maybe it's a trait because of your major, maybe because detail heavy.
Yeah. So actually, for the right balance, I think people should see what's the most important thing for them. First, to ask themselves, like, is it... Yeah, to have...
Which one is more important?
Is my health more important than studying all night, all day? So I think there should be some kind of balance. But I think also that we as procrastinators have some kind of balance because we relax. Yeah, we relax for a month, let's say, and then 2 weeks.
At the end.
Yeah. So I think that is also some kind of balance. But
this is a balance under pressure.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what students want.
Actually, I don't think I don't have the right recipe, but if you can make some kind of scheduling for yourself.
Maybe break down your tasks.
Of course, like usual stuff that life coaches tell people to do, do it for 15 minutes a day, stuff like that, and then build up.
No, this is too nice. You have to work. Come on.
So yeah, that's what I mean. I think there can be a balance if you know how to do it, but I particularly don't know. So over the time, I think I hope that I will learn how to schedule myself to make priorities.
Do you think the best advice for people who would love to study here in Qatar, maybe to do previous research before coming?
Yes, exactly. Because if you want to come here for an internship, as I did for 8 weeks, I think that you should have something in mind. What would you like to research? So you could speak to your supervisors. I found them really helpful in the whole process because they gave me a lot of good grounds from which I can build up. But I think that there should be like more meetings, more conversation, more work done between students who do internships here at the university and their supervisors.
So maybe basically talk more to the students or to the people who are doing their internships here? Could have helped exchanging.
As a student coming to the university to do like a research, I think it's a bit hard because you still need some guidance. Some professors think you're master student, you should already know it, but actually we don't. I mean, I don't know how it's here, how you like approach studies, but in Serbia it's a bit different. So
since you mentioned Serbia, so let's bring more emotions. So can you give me like top 3 places to visit there in Serbia, like you recommend for people?
Okay, well, I would recommend going, of course, to the Belgrade and visiting Temple of Saint Sava, Kalemegdan, which is a big fort in Belgrade. And my favorite place in Serbia is National Park Tara. It has beautiful nature, so yeah, I think people should visit.
You have to put this on your list, everyone. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. Do you have any last comments or advice or a message to give for the viewers?
My recommendation would be to visit Qatar. It's a beautiful country. Doha is a beautiful city. But come here at winter maybe or spring because during the summer it's so hot.
So it's always like a weather issue.
Yeah.
أعزائي، وهكذا قد انتهى الموسم الأول من برنامجكم عابر، ونأمل أن يكون قد أعجبكم هذا البرنامج، ونحب أن نشكر جميع ضيوفنا من مختلف أنحاء العالم من السكن الجامعي هنا في قطر. وأود أشكر فريق العمل على جهودهم من أصدقائي محمد وعاصم والياس، عبد الرحمن وعبد الملك وحسن. وكانت كتير تجربة بالنسبة لي كتير حلوة ورائعة، تعرفنا على آراء وثقافات وتجارب كتير مختلفة. شكرا لكم على المشاهدة، لا تنسوا دعمنا على جميع منصاتنا، ونلقاكم إن شاء الله في برامج أخرى. وهذه المرة لا أقول لكم سلاما بل إلى اللقاء.